Wayne will be here in studio with us. And apparently he is not happy with Skip's take on Aaron Rodgers. So we will definitely get to that and so much more. That's tomorrow right here on Undisputed. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I've never met the guy. But speaking of Rodgers, this is perfect little preview. He is apparently not a big fan of sharing a practice field with another team. The Packers had joint practices the last 2 days with the Texans, which sparked Rodgers to say, quote, "I wouldn't mind if they didn't do it for another 14 years. We know how important training camp is, not only to our fans, but our local businesses. Unless we're going to California, I'd be bummed out if we had to go to another city." Shannon, do you have a problem with those comments?
If I do, I get it. You know, I really do, Skip. But teams can't do what's only the best interest of the quarterback or Aaron Rodgers. They got to do what's in the best interest of the football team. And LaFleur, the head coach, said that, you know, he enjoyed the joint practices and would do it again. His obligation is to build the best football team he possibly can. And Aaron Rodgers, you have to understand, although you are the focal point, the most valuable player of the team, you're not the team. And so he's trying to build a team. And he feels this is one way in order for him to build the best product he possibly can. I mean, I loved it because I love competing against someone other than the guys that I saw every single day. And I went to, Skip, when I first got into the league, NFL Europe was big. We would go to, you know, play in Japan. We go to Barcelona. And we scrimmaged against the other teams. And then we would end up playing that Saturday. I had no problem with it. Because, Skip, you know, in practice, Jenny, you talking about talking crazy?
Yeah.
And I was talking out of my mind.
I can only imagine.
Kind of like you do on this show every day.
So, Skip, you know, and I get, you know, one of the Texans cornerbacks got kicked out of practice because he hit somebody and he shouldn't. So, and sometimes these things happen. But I do, Aaron, stop complaining. Everything can't be ideal for Aaron Rodgers. It has to be the best interest of the football team, and your head coach believes this is one of the things.
That is correct. I'm going to say it again. This guy is something. Your guy, Aaron Rodgers, Lil Wayne's guy, Aaron Rodgers. Can't wait for Wayne to sit right there in about 24 hours, and we're going to kick this subject around, literally and figuratively. So I'm assuming that A-Raj had like a C-Raj kind of performance at practice because he wasn't happy because LaFleur wasn't happy.
Right.
And now he's blaming it on joint practices, but he has the audacity to say, well, unless we're going to California, I don't want to joint practice and go away from Green Bay, because he said the Green Bay merchants they thrive on this because we're here for this month or so, whatever it is. Okay.
What do you think about the other places that teams have to go? You don't think? What about their merchants?
Goes both ways.
Okay, so you go back and forth. It's like we scratch your back, you scratch us. Okay. Well, but he says it's okay if we want to go to California, so there'd be four teams in California you could go play against. But what would that do for the Green Bay merchants? Just because it's California?
Skip, what would that be the best interest of? Aaron Rodgers.
That's correct.
Again, not what's in the best interest of the team, what's in the best interest of me.
I don't get it. And then he flat out calls out his coaching staff because he says he's talking about special teams drills, like kickoff drills. They're doing
they go through them.
Okay.
They actually do them.
These joint practices. And he says that I don't think the Players Association is going to like that at all. And he says he's going to make them aware of it.
So he dry snitching.
Oh.
Now he'll complain and a dry snitching.
It's not even dry snitching. It's like wet snitching. You're doing it to the media, right?
Yeah.
You're not doing it by... You didn't call your NFL... You know, you didn't just pull your rep aside and tell him who is the rep. It's not Aaron.
I know.
I don't know
who's the rep.
He'd never do that. That's too much work. Right?
Skip. They've changed somewhat of the practice, but for the most part, when you scrimmage, you Skip. It would be like a game. Those situations, it's like a game. Do you punt the ball in the game?
Hey,
do you?
This didn't just start. Teams have been thriving on these joint practices. The first one I was aware of, and maybe you could give me one before this, but 1990, I saw Cowboys-Raiders say, because Al Davis, Jerry Jones were connecting, and Jerry sort of idolized Al, so they did 3 days in Thousand Oaks, or wherever it was, okay? And it was highly beneficial because it got heated. It was good work for both teams.
I remember, well, I don't know if before then, but I know when we went to Germany, we scrimmaged against the Dolphins, and they turned up playing them. But that's just
what you do.
Yes.
It's been going on
Rodgers.
for a long time.
Oh, we don't even have the season yet, and he's already just not afraid to tell us how he feels. We're going to get some good stuff from him this season. How about LeBron? Are we already seeing a new king?
Oh, bro.
The king
LeBron
is back.
James.
Yeah.